Welcome to Health Matters, a program that can possibly change your life, maybe even save a life. Yes, I said that. You want to stay tuned because I have been sharing information with you for so many years that can make such a difference in your life. Information about what you're putting on your body, what you're putting in your body, healthcare tips, all these wonderful practitioners that share great information with you to help you have a better, healthier lifestyle, mind, body, and spirit connection. So make sure you have those pens and papers ready because I have two guests that are going to share some amazing information with you. But before we get started, I want you to hear from some of our sponsors who help to keep this program on the air.
Dent Neurologic Institute is proud to support Health Matters. Dent Neurologic Institute offers neurologic education, state-of-the-art diagnostics, and cutting-edge clinical research. If you or someone you know is looking for more information, visit our website at dentinstitute.com.
I'm Kathleen Maxian with the Western New York Ovarian Cancer Project, and we're a proud sponsor of Health Matters. Our mission is to educate the Western New York community on the symptoms and risks of ovarian cancer. We also have supportive programs for women who have ovarian cancer, including professionally facilitated support groups, our Cancer Answers workshop, and our signature Comfort and Hope Tote program. Continue to watch Health Matters, and we'll continue to educate you on ovarian cancer.
Electronic Merchant Systems is proud and honored to bring you such creative educational television as Your Health Matters. We believe in we educate and you decide.
So let me introduce Kim and Mitch, who I have been so honored to connect with you two and learn so many new things myself. Welcome to Health Matters.
Thank you for having us, Anna.
Thank you very much, Anna.
You know, I've had such a wonderful time talking with you when you have the similar ideas and ways of helping people. It's just been such a joy. So hop in a little bit and tell me a little bit about your background. We'll start with you, Kim.
Well, I'm a licensed practical nurse by trade. I've been a nurse for over 25 years, and I'm also a licensed massage therapist. And together, Mitch and I decided to start a business with helping people, saving lives, like you said. That's really important that we decided to combine our efforts with a sauna company, and that's what we're here today to introduce to the community.
And Mitch, your involvement is you've been teaching me a lot about even more so about the detoxing and the sauna that you use and how it works deep into the tissues. And so tell me a little bit about that.
Well, it's funny because we started a sauna company, and it's kind of, I was predestined. I'm French speaking, so I have an accent. You know?
I noticed that.
Well, she wanted a French guy, and when a woman decides something, you know what happens, right? So I'm here. I'm from Quebec. And I was coming back to the sauna. I was predestined to work with this because I've been involved with sweating and detoxing for a long time. And when we talked about this, because we have a massage practice, and Kim was saying, like, I need to get deeper and we need to clean the people more. And it's like she was really interested in offering the massage thing. So the sauna, and so that's what we're doing right now with the sauna because it goes deep down in the body. Yeah.
Well, you know, I had the opportunity to experience the sauna at your practice, and it was quite different than most because sometimes the ones that are steamy are really hard to be in. And yours was just so much more, I don't know, it was just more user-friendly, I guess I would call it.
Yeah.
But before we even get even more into that, because people might be listening, talking about saunas, I don't want to hear about saunas. Yes, you do. Because we're going to talk about why it's so important to detoxify, all the things that happen when you don't detoxify. And so let's step into that a little bit, because you as a massage therapist were sharing about how you can actually tell.
Right. Yeah, I've been a massage therapist for 8 years, and I've been noticing a difference in the tissues of my clients when I was, as I'm giving a massage. And I started to correlate that there was something chemically going on within the tissue, because we have you have a connection. You have this connective tissue in your body from head to toe. It's called your myofascia, and it's supposed to be very smooth flowing and very easy for a therapist to manipulate, your tissues through your muscles. And I was noticing that that area was becoming very thick and gooey feeling.
Oh, goodness.
Exactly. And so I started to really dive into, their backgrounds, their, what's causing this, the type of chemicals, different things. We're actually exposed to over 700,000 different chemicals on a daily basis.
On a daily basis?
Yeah.
700,000?
Exactly.
Oh, my goodness.
So, thinking of all of this, it's like, what can we do? Because as our bodies, we can only accumulate so much in a container. And if you start to think of your body as a chem lab, as a beacon in a chemistry lab, and if you take, for instance, putting different chemicals in a beacon, like baking soda and vinegar, for instance, you see this
flowing over.
Exactly. So, when you have all these different chemicals that you're being exposed to between the types of foods you're eating, what's in your water, the air you're breathing,
what
your
putting
clothes
on your body, your clothes,
exactly.
what you're sleeping on for
yes.
8 hours every night.
This is where you're seeing over 700,000 different chemicals. Exactly.
Wow.
And so your body can only contain so much.
I like you use that about the container, because I heard it once explained, even if you just take a glass of water and you just keep pouring it in. I think I saw it on one of the talk shows, not mine, of course, but one of them. And they kept filling it up with one chemical after another, or one food, or one whatever.
Exactly.
And then it starts to overflow, and that's when the disease comes in.
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah.
And we spoke about this earlier when you were at my location, about the sugar and gluten,
Yes.
how that really plays a role on causing arthritis and pain and joint disease, joint problems, because it's really causing that thick and gooey feeling in the myofascial layer. So this is what I really try to focus on with my clients, and that's why I decided to get the sauna at our place so that I could help the community. And I'm really big on helping people clean up and get healthy.
And there's so many ways that we can do that. That's what's so exciting about hearing this too. Like, we want to wind it all the way back to the importance of what we're putting on our bodies, what we're putting in our bodies.
Exactly.
We were talking a lot about that. When you're taking a shower, your largest pore, your skin, is wide open, and then you're using deodorant soaps or perfume soaps to put on your body. They're going smack dab right inside your system, and those are all chemicals at the worst possible time to put them on.
Yep.
And so how important it is to, and there's so many stores now. Before, you used to have to go to one specialty store to get something that was natural or organic. Now they're in all the major chain stores too. They have organic sections.
Exactly.
Yep.
Right. Yeah. Yep. You can really find products for your makeup and personal products, cleaning products. You can really start going green and eliminating a lot of these chemicals. Even eating healthier, eating organic. You're eliminating. So nutrition is a big thing in my practice. I'm constantly hounding my patients on staying off of the diet Pepsis and
bleep bleep the diet sodas. We always said diet sodas.
Just eating green.
Yes.
And eating healthy, because we're made out of cells. This is our body. Our body is made out of cells, and Mitch can explain this. He really has a great way to explain it. So I'm going to let you explain that part.
As far as the saunas, like I make it very like easy for people to understand. We started being a cell, okay, and we are not a body. We say my body. So we're somebody that owns a body. And this is our tool to go in life. It's made out of cells.
Right.
And if your cells are poisoned, they're not going to be in communication to do what you want with it. Okay? So a sauna, you sit in there and it detox at the cellular level.
Because this is like is this the name of the light, the infrared?
Yep.
That is a type of a
Heat.
heat.
Yes, it's a heat
type
wave.
A heat wave.
Yeah,
A heat wave that cuts past the fat.
Well, it goes, yeah,
Penetrates
exactly.
into the
It goes-
skin deeper, yeah.
And can penetrate, because I went to your website too, and I was watching the videos. It was very interesting because they showed exactly what you're explaining too,
Yep.
And how it could penetrate the fat, and then the little toxins were floating up to this, and they did say take a shower afterwards too, drink
Yeah.
lots of water. But go ahead, yes.
Well, this is the
I get
thing.
excited
like,
about this
okay.
stuff, as you can see.
So the thing is, it penetrates the skin and it goes and vibrates, and the toxins are coming out, right? And this leaves the place for the cells to be in communication together with the should be, okay? So this is what I say: is your body your best friend or is it an enemy? And so people, what you say, what do you mean? When you wake up in the morning, do you go like, oh, or is it like a kid, oh, life, and you get up and you go, right? So if all the cells are clean, they're gonna do the job they're supposed to do. And this is why the sauna is like, this is why we use that.
Yes.
I
know you said you stay in it for quite some time.
Yeah.
I lasted about 20 minutes. But you can build yourself up slowly, right?
Yeah, a normal session is about 30 minutes. That's what
okay.
a lot of
Then I
the
did pretty
functional
good.
medicine doctors recommend is 30 minutes.
Then I did pretty good.
Yeah, you did.
You did.
You really did.
So I was thinking about too the difference, because it was so much nicer. For me, I'm just saying that steam. I don't do well with that steam because I feel like I can't breathe and I get claustrophobic. But it was so calming and peaceful that I was feeling like I took that time just to meditate. So I was feeling less stressed because I was having a very stressful day. So you want to talk a little bit about some of the benefits of using the wave, the infrared waves.
Yes.
Rather than the steam.
Because the infrared heat is like the sun ray. Okay, so that's why it's so relaxing when you are sitting in there, because you're feeling like you're sitting, within the sun. And the only thing is it doesn't have that harmful UV rays. Okay, so infrared heat has been around for quite a while. In fact, it's very safe and gentle. It's what they use in nurseries to warm up the babies.
I saw that on that's one of my notes I was going to tell you, that we didn't talk about it when we had met, was that I was so impressed that this is what they do for little ones when they come out too early. Yes.
Little ones, yeah.
Yeah, those little tiny, cute little sweethearts.
Yeah,
That's pretty impressive.
It's very gentle. It's very it's soothing. It's great for any type of ailment. Anybody with any type of condition can actually use an infrared sauna. Cardiologists are now recommending the infrared heat saunas as over the traditional saunas because it's very helpful with rejuvenating the heart. And building up the tissues for the heart.
Wow.
And it's, don't take our word for it, folks. Look through, search the internet,
Yes.
look up the information, and find out for yourself all the wonderful, amazing health benefits.
And that's what I did when I met you at a networking event, and you were telling me about this. I had heard about it a couple times before, and I said, let me do some research myself. And it's really good to see you on Facebook and to learn more and connect with you on Facebook and on your website. That's always a great thing to do. People can always do that to find the information, and then understanding it, you know, and trying it to see if it's something that's good for you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
And so, what for people who are watching today? What are some of the things that, because sometimes, and we talked about this, people say, oh, you got to die someday, or you got to die from something. And I was thinking about that on the drive in, and I thought, you know what? Yes, we all have to die from something, and we're all going to die someday. But why not live as long as we can, as healthy as we can?
Exactly.
And so it feels overwhelming because we have so much information to share, but to start in one small way. You know, almost every show I say, put down the soda and start drinking more water. How important water is.
Exactly.
Because water helps detoxify.
Yes.
Yep.
Lubricates the joints, gets all that stuff loosened up for you. Yeah. You know, getting up in the morning, that's the very first thing you should be putting, you know, feeding your cells is that water, and, you know, getting that fluid back into the system. Yeah. Yeah,
because we do sometimes wake up very stiff.
Dehydrated.
Yes.
You've been sleeping for 8 hours.
Yep, hopefully.
Yeah,
hopefully.
Right.
Well, this is an advantage too of the sauna, because you're in there, you're sweating, so you're getting thirsty. Well, Kim was always telling me, Mitch, drink water. I wanted, because I knew. You know, logically, there's a lot of things that we know we should do for our body, but we just don't do it for some reasons. So the sauna, because you're sweating, you're drinking water.
Yes.
So it's getting done. You
Yes.
know, since I'm doing sauna regularly, I drink enough water, and it's fun because each time I'm like, I'm just drinking healthier. You know, so I appreciate it.
Yes.
And this is one of the other thing in the sauna. You're sitting in there, and it's like you can sit there, but you can also say, each drop of sweat is going out is cleaning myself. I'm cleaning myself. Like you were saying, you use the time to meditate. And this is awesome to be there. I do myself as like, when do I really am conscious to breathe properly? So I'm there. It's like,
you know, that's a really good one to bring in too. I remember hearing that, and I try to do that every day. Like if you're working and you're stressful and you want to just take a little break instead of going and drinking another soda, diet or regular, is to stop and have that glass of water. And you know what you get used to, it's only about getting used to.
Yeah.
It's something different. So you're used to drinking whatever it is that you're drinking. If you just, how do they say it, 21 days and it changes a habit?
Yeah, exactly.
If you try it, you know, I used to drink that soda like crazy when I was a teenager and in my 20s. And obviously that wasn't too long ago. But when I got used to water, I can't even take a sip of soda. It makes me nauseated.
Well, I had a really great teacher in middle school that took a rusted bolt, you know, from
oh yes, I know where you're going with this. Please tell this story.
Inside a pot, you know, a can of pop, a glass of that was filled with pop, and you know, after seeing that rust come off from that, I was just like, oh no! If that can do that to that bolt, what can it do to the inside of my stomach?
Yes.
And I just stopped at that point. Yeah.
And so do you also do some detoxing, like using teas or herbs and stuff like that too?
Totally. I totally believe in everything because we have such a unique body.
Yes.
It's so unique. It's actually made to heal itself when given the right tools. So I totally believe that we have to do a number of things. It's just not one thing will cure and heal everything. You really have to try several different modalities. You really have to start to get into your body and start listening to what your body has to say. And then you can, you know, by watching these segments that Anna Marie has, she has some incredible people giving you information to help you holistically heal your body. And I truly believe that it can. I really do. I've seen so many people, even when I was working as a nurse, the miracles that were happening, you know, they were happening because people were really focusing on nutrition, the mind, body, and spirit. So it's nutrition. It's what you bring into your mind, what you're thinking, what you're saying.
So
Everything
important.
is so important. Yeah, exactly.
You know, I think one of the things when you said that, there were a couple things I wanted to share. Is thank you for that little plug. I appreciate that. That's how you found out about me too. Is looking up. You just Google people's names and you can find so much information. And after these shows air on Time Warner, they're uploaded to YouTube and then shared all over Facebook so that they can go back and watch some of the past episodes. You never have to miss out. Now, what do we do next? Make one small change, just one small change. Whether it's putting down the soda, whether it's going and looking for some natural soap to use in the shower, thinking about some natural cosmetics. There's so much that you could do. And going back to that conversation, what we said about living a healthy life, do you want to? Nobody knows when they're going to go, when they're going to transition to whatever it is that happens after this world, right? Do we not want to be the healthiest that we can? You know, you think about Alzheimer's and how they're finding out about. Now, I'm just saying what I heard. A little disclaimer there is that those Teflon coated cooking pans. There's another thing. See, I know I could hear you already going, this is too much information. It's overwhelming. But you know the old pots and pans that our parents used to use, the cast iron? Then you're getting iron, which is good for us.
Santa was so good to me this year. I just got my cast irons.
Did you really?
Yes.
Oh, I've been using them. I got the 3 sizes, so even if I just want to fry a little egg, yes, I fry a little egg because they're good for you, I believe. And so the Teflon, they were saying, I couldn't believe it when I watched one of the shows, the talk shows, and they said, look at your Teflon non-stick pan. Bleep, bleep.
Oh, yeah, right.
We try to be so user-friendly here. We love everybody. But your non-stick coating. And you look at the old pan, and it's all scraped off, right? Go look at your pan in your kitchen now. All that stuff that's scraped off, where do you think it went?
Exactly.
And they're finding out that that chemical in that could possibly be the cause of Alzheimer's.
Yeah.
That one of the
Sure,
many.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if you look at so many different things on the market today, even our bottled water.
Oh, yes. Please go there.
Okay. And this is why, I really push people to go into the infrared saunas, because the testings, the studies, the information that the doctors have done, the research has done on these infrared saunas are showing that the sweat is actually pulling out the plastics that are causing the cancers.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
In fact, one of the blogs I wrote about was a stage 4 breast cancer survivor that used the sauna along with other holistic, healings, but she was able to put that into remission.
See, the bottom line is that we have to get proactive. Totally. We have to get proactive. We have to make a decision. Starts with a decision, changing one thing at a time. And once you start on this road, it just opens up a whole avenue of information. And so you change one thing and then you change another. I just didn't wake up one day and say, well, I want to be, eat organic food, or I want to be more healthy. Well, I think, I want to be more healthy, but it started with one step at a time, one step at a time. And I love what you said about being green, because we've been so conscious about what we're doing to the earth. And when we look at what we're doing to the earth with all these chemicals, how do you even separate that? So I love that you said that. So those who are environmentalists, or those who are organic or trying to be more healthy, you can see how that the two really work with each other. And do you want to talk a little bit about, because you mentioned the plastic bottles, because I myself use filtered water. I don't buy any more, because I made the transition from soda to the bottled water when they came in. Everybody's walking around with a bottled water.
Right.
No more. Talk a little bit about that, as well as canned food. What's inside the canned food?
Exactly. Yeah. Well, with the bottled water, they're saying that if you heat up the bottle, that it's going to release the PBA within the water, which is cancer causing. So if you're taking your bottled water and you're putting it in your car, and the car gets warm in the summertime, it's just releasing that. But you don't even have to worry about that. What about how did that bottled water get to the store?
Did it sit out in the sun?
I had a conversation one time with a truck driver who delivers the water, and it's not in a refrigerated, freight to be delivered. It's in the hot, heated. So all these chemicals, it's already
coming out of it. Yeah.
Yeah. So we have to really be really mindful. I mean, I've even started switching over from my plastic containers that I store my food in the refrigerator.
Oh,
I just went and bought all glass.
Thank you. Okay.
It's and that's the whole thing. We didn't come here with an owner's manual, so we don't know exactly. So it's just try this, try that, a little of this, a little of that, because life is it's a balancing act.
Exactly.
And when you're way over on this side of the spectrum where you're stressed out from work, and then you're going and you're working out at the gym, and you have that chemical being released in your body that's causing your adrenals to, get all tired out and everything. So you need to spend time meditating and doing yoga and Tai Chi just to balance everything out.
Balance it out. That's the word. Balance it out. Time has just flown by. I can't even believe that we are at the end of the program. I really can't even believe we're at the end of the program. Time has flown by, and I appreciate you both so much for coming on. Not only coming on, but being a brand new sponsor for 2015. We really appreciate that. And again, now you know what you have to do. You have to start with one small step. Make one small change. Google everybody. Get on that internet. Visit websites and Facebook pages, and watch these past shows on YouTube, because your health matters. We want to thank Marge Reed from the Healing Spa. Marge is an ordained Unity minister. She has her BA in complementary health, and she's joined by her beautiful daughter Gina, who's a registered nurse. Together they bring us the latest technology in stemology, skincare, stem cell therapy, and holistic modalities for your body, mind, and spirit. Join Marge on Sunday mornings for her 11 a.m. service.
Hi, I'm Kimberly Will from Mr. Frank's, and I'm a proud sponsor of Health Matters, and I am very motivated and inspired by all of the information that the show offers.
Hi, I'm Kim.
I'm Mitch from Pure Life Energy Saunas.
And together we are proud sponsors of Health Matters, a program that educates the community on how to be healthy, mind, body, and spirit. So follow us, because your health matters.